Hello world, it's Anne. I'm back again. Let's see what it is we're going to do today. I've been thinking about Halloween and thinking about the fact that some people like to go to Halloween parties and such, but they're not always into a mask or extreme makeup, or like I did in a previous video where I did all of this funky stuff with really kind of nasty looking colors so that I look dead. They want to do a little something. Now, there's a couple of other people that I have seen on YouTube who have done some things like just some fiddling with eyeliners and a little bit of extra makeup here and there. Nikki Tutorials did several different eyeliner looks. I'm not good. I know she did the mask thing. I'm thinking about trying that, but that's not going to be tonight. One of the simplest things you can do is, if you're going to a party and you don't necessarily want to do anything except maybe glam it up a little bit, the easiest thing to do is just a little red lipstick or lip oil so that it's kind of dribbling down just a bit. From the corner of your mouth. So people are going, did you cut your lip? And it's like, oh, no, that last snack was just a little messy. No big deal. 2 minutes to put on. Wear what you want. Wear something completely out of character for what your friends are used to you wearing. And just put a little blood. Not such a big deal, but it's actually pretty effective if they really do get into the vampire theme, or if you get into the vampire theme. Now, another one that I saw, which is, it's simple. No, I haven't put on any mascara or eyeliner yet, because that's part of doing this. Got some liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to just do a basic line across the lid, but when I get out to the edge, I'm going to extend it quite a bit in a couple of directions. Now this is one that's similar to one that Nikki Tutorials did. She used a bit more finesse and a much different line going across the eyelid, but then she's got a lot more lid space to work with than I do. Now, you can use a liquid eyeliner, or if you rather, you can use an eye pencil. If you use an eye pencil, I'm going to suggest that you use some eyeshadow to kind of set it a little bit. I would probably also suggest that you use a felt tip liner pen instead of the little pot of liquid. But my felt tip liner pen dried out. I don't have another one, and I'm just not gonna go running down to the store right this minute. But basically, you're just filling in a couple of shapes, kind of make some little triangular looking things so that you've kind of got bat wings. And once you get the first big bat in there, you can put another couple of little ones just by basically doing what we used to call in school M-birds. You make kind of a little splayed out M so that it's got the illusion of wings. People will go, oh, look, it's bats. Which, you know, kind of fun, especially if you're doing the vampire thing. You know, you can do the vampire routine. You got bats for eyes, or at least around your eyes. Once I've got that done, I'm going to stick the mascara at least on this side now. Make it look a little more finished. Yes, you must make funny faces while putting on makeup. Mascara is one of the big ones for that. I still don't know why I need to curl my lip in to do it, but alrighty. Little mascara, nice line, couple of bats. Now see, this is just a little bit of e.l.f. lip oil, and this is in Dewy Berry. Plus I put a little bit of the Wet n Wild liquid catsuit in Life's No Picnic, just to kind of make it stand out a little bit. It's the No Picnic is one of the metallics. And because it's one of the metallics, it's kind of a little clumpy, so it makes it stand out a little bit more. Alrighty, bats away. Now, on the other side, I'm going to do one of the things that I've seen that it's kind of similar to the bats. It's another eyeline thing, but it's just a little bit different. Now, you don't have to do different things on either side. You can do both the same. You can just do one. I'm doing this because I've got two eyes and a couple of different suggestions. Now, on this one, I'm actually using a brown liner, which is being a pain in the tush. Now, this is another one where I'm doing kind of a wide splay out, but I'm going to put another couple of lines in. And yeah, some of these are a little heavy, but you want people to be able to see what you're doing. And you can make some of the other lines a little finer if you want. Now again, See, this is another one that's trying to dry up on me. All at one time. All of my pens decided they needed to go at once. And I think at this point you may be getting the idea of what I'm trying to do here. So yeah, it's a spider web. Now, what I'm going to do with the spider web, this is going to take another couple of eyeliners, but that's okay, is I added a little gold just to add a little spark here and there. And then I usually end up using black eyeliner to make the spiders. And I put a couple, 3 spiders here and there. And I take a black eyeliner that's got a fairly fine tip, so I can use that to also create the little drop threads for the spiders. You know, you can put a couple of little ones actually on the web somewhere. Just kind of make a little round thing and draw some little spindly legs. You know, try to get it about the right number. You don't always see all the spider legs depending on which direction you're looking at it from. You just want to give a suggestion of a little creepy crawly. You don't want it to look so lifelike that people come running up and slap you upside the head to kill the spider for you. You don't have to get elaborate. You put a couple of little spiders here and there, and people look at it and go, ooh, that's creepy. But it's definitely Halloween theme. It's definitely not over the top when it comes to how much you're doing. It's not something that's going to take you hours. And it's not something like some of the costume makeup that they have that they use the face paints for, that's necessarily going to leave your skin green or blue or purple days later. Now, the last one that I'm going to do on this thing is I'm going to do probably the most elaborate one that I've done so far for this kind of little just decorating for Halloween routine. This one takes me a couple of minutes. And basically, I just pick a fairly good sized place on my face, or on my forehead in this case, and I start with just creating a circle. And I kind of mix things up just a little bit with a couple of different very light colors, but I just start doing a circle. Now, plain circle like this, you can barely see it. It doesn't show up very well all on its own. So you have to kind of help it along a little. So you have to give it a little darker color to sit in. So I take a little bit of a darker color and I make a slightly larger circle around that first one. I think you're getting my drift. Or at least you should be starting to get my drift. You go around and darken it up so that people can see that first lighter circle much better. Yes, I know. Now it looks like I've got a giant goose egg on my forehead. Wait for it. Trust the process. Now, this is where you get to do a little silhouette painting. You may or may not want to do this first little portion using a crayon or a pencil instead of the liquid eyeliner. That's up to you, to each their own. I'm just doing it this way because it's what's in my hand. Do not worry too much about whether or not it's perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. This part doesn't have to be solid. It doesn't have to be even. It doesn't even have to have straight edges anywhere. And then put a little circle right here. With a little something something. So that you've got something that looks, oh, I don't know, relatively cat-shaped. And then once you know where the kitty is actually at, you can draw your branch, put a few more little fine lines for twigs, and pick a spot to drop his tail down from. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a little fuzzy looking. It's a cat. What do you want? It's a cat. It's a cat sitting in a tree on Halloween, sitting in the moonlight. Now, if you want to have the bats on the other side and you've got your cat over here just because, You can always stick a little M-bird bat up here in the moonlight as well. Just because. See? Nice kitty. Dead simple. Easy to do. Don't stress. Go to the party. Have a good time. Give them a little Halloween. Don't worry about it. You don't have to be out and ultra glamorous or layered in 6 layers of tissue paper and latex and tons of professional paint. You don't have to have hot glue all over the place that you've turned into mermaid scales. You don't need all that to have a good time and be dressed like you're celebrating Halloween. Do a little bit of something simple and dress the way you want. I mean, think about it. All these new vampire movies that come out, don't they dress like the rest of us? There's not so many fancy outfits and capes. Some of the female vampires may look really spiff, but you don't have to have an evening gown to be a vampire. You don't have to have a tuxedo to be a vampire. You don't have to not wear what you're comfortable in to enjoy Halloween, and just put a little bit of fun in it with a little bit of makeup. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you do any of these. Let me know. Tag me on Instagram. Put up your own video. Let us know. Tell us if you enjoy. And when I say us, I mean me and my husband. We both like to watch these. Happy haunting.